Hey guys, Zeel is at a resistance at 165 which has been already touched 3 times and it may reverse. So you could go for a short, but there is a risk associated with it. And what if I said that there was a better way to trade than shorting it? Welcome to my channel guys, and here is another video in the series where I analyze stock based on pure price action. So let's get started and you may learn a few things. So take out your notes and be ready. As you can see, again, I was from October analyzing Zeel, and what I saw was in the 1 hour time frame, it was just going up, and then it broke past another level, and it went up again, and then came crashing down. But I wanted this guy to be taken because he was the one who started the move up, so as to call it a sell market, and then it finally happened around here. Then again, it was a sell rally, and then after the 229 range in and around March, I think when Corona problems started, the market just crashed. The market just crashed. But again, what I noted was level 118 was an important level because it could bear the such huge sellers and reverse the market up until here. So 115 level is a very important level to be considered. But continuing back with it, what I saw was the market structure was changing, and in the 1 hour time frame, it was happening for a buy. Now, I didn't know it was a buy at this stage. I only knew it was a buy at this stage. But there are some people looking at it as a sell, right? And why the stock broke out was, you see, this seller was such huge powerful seller. So what happens is, after coming down till here, he should have broken down, which means there is an indication that he no longer wants to sell. And one big indication was that the buyer was getting desperate because he was creating a higher high sequence, sorry, higher low sequence, and then he created a higher high. At this point, I knew that the buyer was getting more and more desperate, right? Although there was a seller, or although there was a selling pressure from this seller, since the buyer was getting more and more desperate, and this seller, who was supposed to be that powerful, who had brought the market down from this level to 50 level, wasn't able to push the market. Not only wasn't able to push the market below 115 where he created a support, but he's not able to push the market until where he pushed last time, which means the buyers are creating higher low sequence. That was the first sign of a reversal. And when this happened, I understood that now it was a buy market, right? Wherein this 130 guy, the buyer who entered in 130, pushed the market all the way up with such great power. But then what happened? The seller came in equally powerful. How strong are the sellers? Could you say equally strong? Look at the time taken to bring down the market. Look at the time taken for the buyer to push the market up, and almost a 50% retracement, which shows that the buyers were, although the buyers were powerful, the sellers are also quite powerful. Correct? Then I thought, okay, fine, let the sellers be powerful, so I don't have a trade opportunity here to buy because the seller's momentum is quite large. But then I thought, let's watch the buyer. What does he do? But to my surprise, he was slower than last time. Look at the momentum of the seller. Sorry, this buyer. Look at the momentum of this buyer. Does he seem slower and weaker than last time? So, where is this guy? Does he no longer want to buy? That was the first sign of a sideways market for me. And then at the same seller's point, the sellers came in even more powerful than last time, and there was even a gap. What does this mean? There's a huge selling pressure. The buyer who wanted to buy, who gave such huge buying pressure here, now he didn't seem to be bothered whether to buy or sell. This was turning into a sideways market. So I was looking at it as a range. So what I thought, in a range, let's see who is more powerful. The buyers were this strong, the sellers were very strong. The buyer strength reduced, the seller strength increased. So I was thinking, fine, let it reach this point and I would sell, right? Just as I told in the introduction of the video, I would sell at 165 and take it till 144 or 146, around that range. And fortunately, I saw the buyer slowing down. There was a range created here. Then the buyer went up, came down. Buyer went up even slowly, and the sellers came crashing down, right? But then, if I took a sell here, what would be my risk to reward? My risk to reward would be 0.32. That's a very unfavorable position. That is a very, very unfavorable position. Stock trading is all about probability. It is about 20% skill in analyzing the chart and 80% risk management and probability. That is what I would be saying to anyone who wants to enter trade. If you are emotionally disciplined, then you can gain in the stock market. Again, coming back to the analysis, this seller came in so huge and powerful. And when you are a stock trader and you see this huge seller coming in, would you buy here? You wouldn't, right? You wouldn't try going against a trend. But there is something about this market which not only came up with even more power than when it had gone up, but it went higher than last time. And this is one huge move, right? I would say this huge move had even more momentum than this move. That is why I told this is like a landmine area. You do not know whether the buyer is dead. What if it had come up slowly? Then, if you consider the entire move, the buyer were like doing this slow, the seller's momentum had increased, and you could go for a short. But this is a landmine, and you don't take trade for a sell. What you could do is you could wait for the sellers to show their strength, and then a retracement buyer to come and wait for his momentum. Let him come slowly and then take the sell here. That would work better. I'm telling you this, do not take this short because this can be a landmine. It can break out above, but it can also break down below depending upon the strength of the seller. Correct. Now, another alternative and better way to take this trade is like this. Now, you are seeing this as a 4-hour guy or a 1-hour guy and you're seeing a range. But what are other people doing? Some other people who are looking at graphs on a very high time frame, who are big players, who have more money, who have more information about the stock, are looking at it as a buy. So why would you want to go against a trend? Wouldn't you just buy? So what would I do? If the seller's momentum decreases along the way and forms a V formation, which means there is a sign that the buyer has re-entered. And this sign should not be just any buy like this. It should be the return of this big buyer. So you should know the difference with what speed this buyer should come in. And if it retraces even more slowly to the support line, anywhere near the range of 143, 144, you can take the buy. You can ride it till 166, which will give you a return of 15%. And it would, I suppose, it would take around a week. It is a week's trade. It's a swing trade, not a day trade. And you would be risking 2.96%, which is 3% approximately, to gain 15%, which is 5:1 just to regard ratio. And that is a very good thing to have. So, did you see why I wouldn't place a sell here? If you understood the price action analysis, which I did, after all, it's a matter of opinion. And if you agree with me, please do comment in the comment section below what you think and how you would trade this video. But I would wait for it to trade it like this. Also, this is not an investment advice. This is just me helping you understand the charts better, to learn price action so that you can easily trade and gain more. In no way I'm telling you to buy the stock or sell the stock at this point or anything. This is what I would do, right? This is not a stock advice. If you're trading, keep your risk management intact, as that is very important, and I'm not responsible for any of your losses. Well, that's a mandatory thing to say. Everyone says it, right? So, signing off. Please watch more videos. I would give the link in the description, the cards, and whatever helps you to navigate to my videos. Please hit the like and do subscribe because it's a new channel. Hit the bell icon for getting more notifications when I post more videos. Thank you.